Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Ethan, and I am back today with another Madden video, which would be video number 2 of the day. And tomorrow I'm going to try to get out 2 more as well, so be on the lookout for that. I'm going to be on a little bit of an upload grind, but that's because I just want to get out content to you guys before this Zero Chill promo ends. So as you can see in the title, I'm going to be showing you guys the best NFL 100 player to get for your squad for free. And you know what, let's just hop right into that. Enough of me talking, enough with this intro. Let me just show you guys what my thoughts are on that. Okay, so first things first, you guys are going to need to get all of these live events done. It is in the NFL 100 set of the challenges, and as you can see in the fine print, if you complete all the challenges over 6 weeks, you earn an NAT fantasy pack, which I'm assuming is you get one of each guy, but I'm not sure. It might be like a choice of one of 3. I hope you can choose whichever one you want, because that would be actually really sick. But yeah, as you can see, there have been 5 weeks so far, and tomorrow should be week number 6, so that should be the day that we actually get them, either tomorrow or Saturday, whether they release 1 or 2 parts. So out of these guys so far, I'm going to be telling you guys which one is the best for your team, most likely. Alright guys, so here is the list of all the NFL 100 players to get. You know what, guys? Let me just start off by saying, just don't get a running back. You don't need a running back. I mean, the only problem is, like, all these guys' prices dropped because of the presents from yesterday's Christmas promo. But just to start off, just to get everyone on the same basis, don't get a running back. It's not going to be worth it over time. I know I have the Barry because I love Barry Sanders cards, so maybe if you want it, but like in terms of price and rarity, you definitely can afford this in like the auction house, and some of the other guys I'm going to be showing you are a lot more expensive. So let me just start off by saying, do not get a running back. As we scroll down, yeah, get the punter, guys. No, do not get the punter too. Actually, the only running back you may want to get is this 94 Eric Dickerson, because this guy is an absolute monster. I know I want to bury because I like more of the elusive backs, but you know, if we want to compare this Dickerson to my Barry right now, just to get you guys kind of a visual. See, I like my Barry because he's got more acceleration and agility. I like an elusive running back, 93 elusiveness compared to Dickerson's 86. But like overall, this card is, look at that, 91 trucking. This Dickerson card is probably the best NFL 100 running back in the game. I don't know if he still is the best running back in the game with the Bo Jackson just coming out, but he's still a really good card. The Steve Largent, 95 receiver. You know what, don't get him either. He's definitely probably the worst receiver you can get. Any of these guys really you don't want to get. So let me just scroll all the way down because these are going to be the really expensive guys. Now let's go Randy Moss. So that's pretty much the most expensive card up right now. This 95 Randy Moss, 94 speed, 95 jump, 95 spec catch, 95 deep route run, and he comes with his Mossed X Factor, which is absolutely insane. If you guys don't know, that means that he gets a aggressive catch for over 55 yards at least once throughout the game. So like, let's say you start off at the 45-yard line, you can just lob it up to him, easy touchdown automatically. So let's compare him to my 96 Torrey Holt. Better speed, a lot better jump, better cut. See, I would honestly prefer this 95 over my 96 right now, although the Torrey Holt is 1 overall better. And he's got some, actually he doesn't have any chemistry points, which is kind of weird, but I would definitely prefer this Randy Moss over my own Torrey Holt just because of the speed. He's as fast as Tyreek Hill, and he's just an absolute monster. So that is definitely a very good option. Let's go to this next player, which is the 94 right outside linebacker, Lawrence Taylor. Now this card's really good. It's got 88 speed, 91 acceleration, 90 block shed, 92 power moves, 91 finesse moves. Let's compare, you know, let's not compare him to anyone because I have a really bad right outside linebackers. But yeah, no, this card is absolutely insane as well if you just need a right outside linebacker. The only thing I don't really like is the 88 speed's a little slower than I'd prefer. I kind of want like a linebacking group which I can use for everyone, and I know I have the Ted Hendricks, but I'm just looking for somebody else, but Ted Hendricks is a good substitute for now. But this Lawrence Taylor. If you guys need a linebacker and don't have anybody, this is definitely a card to pick up. I'm kind of looking for cards that you can use more down the line, and I don't know about this one, a 94, because see, you only get one right outside linebacker that you can start. You can always move him to middle linebacker, but I mean, I don't know if I'd make the investment into him. But regardless, if it's like the 1 out of 3 fantasy pack, definitely, if he's the best option, take Lawrence Taylor. And now this third one is the free safety Ronnie Lott. This man is an absolute monster. 95 hit power, guys. Let's compare him to my Brian Dawkins. This card is absolutely insane. He destroys Dawkins in everything. Destroys him in speed, acceleration, tackling. The the play rec? Yeah, play rec is exactly the same. Pursuit, but man coverage, zone coverage, power, or hit power, so much better than the Dawkins. Definitely, I recommend picking this guy up too. He's an absolute beast. But let me show you real quick. Okay, so let's hop into the linemen real quick. So I don't think I need to go over their specific stats except a couple of them. This Larry Allen I might want to go over just because I can compare him to my 92 Yanda. This card's insane. He's got 95 strength, and everything else he just destroys Yanda. Not destroys, but he just beats Yanda in everything. Run block, run block power, pass block power. I mean, he's just got him in everything pretty much, besides awareness. But that Larry Allen, definitely a great card to pick up. This Ogden, if you need a right tackle, he's pretty much the same guy, more evened out with the 93 pass block, 93 run block. That's another great card you guys could pick up. The Munoz too, and he's actually a little, I don't know, he seems a little worse than the other two, in my opinion. This looks more of like a 93 card or 92 card, just because he only has one stat that's actually 94. So maybe just look out for that. And then the Dwight Stevenson center. I wouldn't pick him up if I were you, but if you guys need a center, you can always do that. But this card is my absolute favorite card. The 94 Deion Sanders, guys. I love every single Deion Sanders card in this game. Look at that. 95 speed, 95 excel, 95 agility, 94 man coverage, 91 zone coverage. Now let's compare him to, I think it's going to be, Jalen Ramsey. The only thing that he doesn't, or the only thing that he lacks is his press coverage, but personally I don't run a lot of press coverage, which is good. So he's a really good zone and man cornerback, and the reason I think he is the guy you should pick up if you get the chance to is because he is, think about this, you need 3 cornerbacks the whole year, right? Especially if you get this power up Deion. So you need 3 cornerbacks the whole year, and pretty much only one of every other position. So if you think about this logically, if you power him up too, he can be a 95. You can be a 95 cornerback NAT, and you'll probably keep him until summer, literally until June. Because if you think about it, are you gonna need a 96, 97, 98 cornerback as your third cornerback? I mean, probably not. You'll probably have a 9, later in the year, of course, you'll probably have a 99, 97, 95 Deion, your whole year. And this card will last you the whole, I mean, he is insane. I love this card so much, guys. That's my personal opinion. If I were to pick up anyone and to make him last, because I know we'll get better linemen in the future. With the Randy Moss, I know he's a monster, and if you get Randy Moss, I definitely take him, but we're getting better receivers almost every day. And plus you have the Torrey Holt upgrade. So that's the one. That's kind of my pull factor away from Randy Moss. I mean, just Deion. I mean, just such a good player. He's every year in Madden, he's such a good cornerback. This Ed Reed, I was gonna talk about him later, or let me just talk about him now. Solid card, but again, if you are grinding Mutt, you're gonna have a 95 Pat Tillman eventually. Probably don't need this 94 Ed Reed. Any other players? Alan Page. I mean, do you really want a 94 D tackle? Probably not. The Hester, no. If you're gonna take a receiver, take Moss. If you're gonna take a cornerback, take Deion, of course. If you're gonna take a lineman, I'd take this Where is he? I take Ogden. So, kind of listing them to end off this video, guys. I'm gonna go. Number 1 is Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders is, if you get him on your board, if it's not like a guaranteed pick, you get at least one of whichever player you want, and it's just a fantasy pick. Pick Deion, definitely. All right, number 2, I'd have to go with Randy Moss because he still is the best receiver in the game, in my opinion. He's just gonna be an absolute monster for you for like at least 2 to 3 months until a new card comes out. Number 3, Ogden, because you know he's just, again, he's like another great right tackle. If you need a right tackle, actually, let me put LT. I'll put Lawrence Taylor at 3 because Lawrence Taylor is really good right outside linebacker if you need him. Number 4 will be my Ronnie Lott. And then last, but I guess least, out of the top 5, it's going to be this 94 Jonathan Ogden. So that is pretty much going to wrap up the video. I hope this helped you guys out a lot. I know I'm super excited to see how this is going to turn out. I'm really excited to see like if it's going to be just a fantasy pack where you get like 1 out of 3, or if it's going to be a fantasy pack where you get 1 out of the like the 30 or something. But what I was going to talk about last, make sure you do not click off of this video right now. I forgot to mention about tomorrow. So there's going to be quarterback cards coming out. So I'm assuming you'll get a chance to choose a quarterback card if you can. Now, the only quarterback I'd choose if I had the option would be Steve Young. But my philosophy for that's kind of the same with the wide receivers, except it's even worse because you can only have 1 quarterback at a time compared to 3 to 4 wide receivers the whole year. So I would also kind of stay away from quarterbacks, quarterbacks and halfbacks are the guys I kind of stay away from because you can always upgrade them later in the year. Again, I just got the Barry because, you know, I love Barry Sanders in this game. I mean, if you have like a really good passion to get like one of these cards, go for it. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that quarterbacks, I would not advise getting a quarterback over like a cornerback or like a linebacker. So anyway, that is going to wrap up the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. So as always, this is Ethan signing out.